Hey friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammy and welcome back to this week's What's for Dinner. This week I have five meal ideas for you, and they are absolutely delicious. So if you are looking for something different, or if you're kind of stuck in a rut like I have been, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and think about subscribing and becoming part of my YouTube family. But without further ado, let's get into this week's What's for Dinner. Come on, let's go. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is bacon burgers. So I've got 3 pounds of lean ground beef. I always make extra so we can have for like lunches or anything like that. So I have 3 pounds of lean ground beef. It's just the 93.7. And then I pulled out a pack where I had already cut some bacon off of just hickory smoked bacon. So I'm going to chop some more of this up while it's still frozen. I'm just going to cut a section off, put it back in the bag, and then we'll just combine these two. Put our seasonings in. Typically I do Badia Complete, Cavender's, and Nature Seasoning. Those are the 3 that I use. So yeah, I'm going to cut probably about half of this off, dice it up really small, and then mix it in with the ground beef. So once I get that done, I'll bring you back. All right, so I've got all 3 pounds here, and I diced up that bacon really small. So all we're going to do is add it in there, and I'll get the rest of that bacon out because you can't leave that behind. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and mix this really well together and patty them out, and we're just going to have bacon. We're going to have the bacon burgers, and I'm going to make some fries, and that's going to be dinner tonight. So really quick, simple, and easy. I am going to go ahead and put my seasoning in here first. So I will bring you back and to show you what everything looks like. All right, so I have the burgers done and pattied out. Now we're just going to go ahead and fry them in the cast iron skillet right here. And then we're going to put these in the oven for a little bit. It's kind of a rainy, gloomy day outside, so little heat won't hurt nobody. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get these in there. I'm going to put a little bit of season on them. They are the Great Value batter mix season, but I always put a little bit of extra nature seasoning on top of it. And that's going to be dinner tonight. So as soon as it's done and I get everything out and ready, I'll bring you back and show you what the plates look like. I just want to jump on here real quick so I can show you these burgers as they're cooking. I just flipped them over, so they got to cook a little bit longer, and then we'll get the rest of these beauties going. These are so good, y'all, and simple. Burger and bacon, mix it together with your seasonings, pat them out, and I'm telling y'all, you won't regret it. So we have our mayo, ketchup. My husband likes ham on his, so I'll probably put some ham on his. I got some sliced cheese. I cut up a tomato and some lettuce. Wish I had my garden tomatoes, but I'm all out. So it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and make the plates, y'all. Hey friends, today's Labor Day, so I figured I'd do one more blast with, you know, tater salad and baked beans. We have these at any time of the year anyways, but I just figured since it's Labor Day, I'll go ahead and make it. So I got some taters here. I've already boiled my eggs, so they're already peeled. I've got them in the bag. I'm going to put this huge Boston butt pork roast in the pressure cooker that I have. It was originally $25 and I got it on sale for 99 cents a pound. It was originally $2.29. So that took it from $25 down to $10. You can't beat Food Lion. So I'm going to actually try to cut this the bone out, and I mean, it'll fit in my pressure cooker the way it is, but I'll see whichever way is best. So that's going to go in the pressure cooker. I'm just going to put some Cavender's Badia Complete, and probably salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. So all that's going to go in my pressure cooker. It's a huge electric pressure cooker. It's not the one that, you know, goes on the stove. So that's going to go in there. It's got to cook for about an hour and a half under pressure, and then I'll take it out, let it sit. It's now 1:30, so this will have time to where I can actually take it out and let it cool off. And then I'm going to make some baked beans on the side. Some people call them Cowboy baked beans, but I have bacon here. I'm going to go ahead and fry that up. My son is going to go down to Food Line and get me some ground beef. And then I just use the Bush's baked beans, and we add ketchup, a little bit of mustard, Worcestershire sauce, and some brown sugar, and then that's how I make my beans. But it's got all kinds of beans in it. So black beans, lima beans if I have them. I don't know if I have any more froze, but definitely black beans, and like the great northern beans, and then along with the baked beans. So anyways, that's gonna be dinner tonight, y'all. All right, so I have my pressure cooker here, cut off all that fat, and I have it all sectioned out. I am going to throw this in there just to get all that meat off that bone, but I just kind of made it smaller sections to where I could get it all fit in there. I'm going to use Cavender's Nature Seasoning. This is Kinder's, the Buttery Steakhouse Blend. I got some Badia Complete and black garlic. So those are all the seasonings that I'm going to use, minus the tea bags. But yes, so I'm going to go ahead and get this seasoned on all sides real quick, throw it in that pressure cooker, and I'll bring you right back. Alright, y'all, so I've got that in there. I've put all the seasonings in it. I know it looks like a lot of seasonings, but that is a lot of meat. So that's like 5 pounds of Boston butt. For my pressure cooker, I have to have at least like 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of water in there. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that in as well, just to get it started. That way it has something to build that pressure up. We're going to close that lid, close the valve to airtight, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to cook pressure time, and I'm going to go all the way up. So I think it's 99 minutes that it can go up to, so that's where I'm going to go ahead and put it, and then we're just going to let it seal. So once it's done, I'll bring it back and show you what we've got. Alright, so I cut up that bacon while it was frozen because it's easier to cut up into little bitty dices like this. So now I'm just going to cook it down all the way done. You want it as crispy as possible, render all that fat out because, you know, that's liquid gold. And I do have my taters over here boiling. So we're just going to wait on them, and then once this bacon's done, I pull it out, and then that's when I brown, well, I dump most of that bacon grease out, and then I brown up that the burger anywhere from 1/2 pound to 1 pound. Since I'm just making a normal size batch, I might use the whole pound. It just depends. I'll have to see how much bacon cooks down. So anywho, but that's where we'll go for right now. Alright, so in this bowl I have sugar, mayo, some white vinegar, sweet relish, and nature seasoning. And then I just stir all that together. You have to make enough. I eyeball it, so I really don't have a measurement. I've just made it so much that this is what I have. But I do have a recipe that I'll try to link below. But anyways, I just pour that over my taters and my hard-boiled eggs that are diced up. And anyways, I will just dump that on there. I stir that all together, and then I just let it sit in the fridge until all of those flavors combine, and it just gets all delicious. And sometimes you might have to add a little something else to it. It all depends on your taste. Remember, it's your house, your rules. If you don't like it this way, make it a different way. It's all in how you like it and how y'all's family enjoys it. So just keep that in mind. So anywho, I'm just going to keep on stirring this and put it in the fridge. Okay, so my coleslaw dressing is just about the same as my potato salad dressing. But right now I've got this tricolor. I'm just going to put this in because it's bigger than we like. So I'm just going to shred it up a little bit more. But this is a mayo, a little bit of mustard, some vinegar, sugar, and then nature seasoning. And that's where I leave it. And it comes together more, of course, once you pour it over your coleslaw. So anyways, that's how I make that. All right, and here's the coleslaw. I'm just stirring that up, looking very, very yummy. And then I'll just put the top on it and let that sit in the fridge until everything else is ready. Okay, so we're getting ready to start the beans. I've already cooked down those bacon pieces. They are very crisp, but that's how you want them because they will soften back up once you put it in everything. Getting ready to brown my ground beef, and then we're going to add in a little bit of brown sugar, black beans, cannellinis, a can of the Bush's baked beans, some ketchup, and I need to get my Worcestershire sauce out. But that is it. I don't know if I have a recipe typed out or if I've made it before, but if I do, I'll have the video linked below. Same for the tater salad and the coleslaw mix, but they're pretty much however you like to taste. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and make these. All right, so once the burger is brown, you'll dump in your bacon bits that have been cooked, and you, like I've said, you need them crispy because they will soften up and you don't want mushy bacon in there. Then you just throw your seasonings in there along with your Worcestershire sauce, your ketchup, your brown sugar, and all of the beans. I did wash and drain the northern beans and the black beans, and I just dumped the baked beans there as is. And then I do add some Sweet Baby Raisin to that too, just to give it a little bit more of that tangy. And you just stir that in, put that lid on them, and let them simmer on the stovetop, or you can bake them however you all prefer. But these beans are so good and they are so full of flavor. Definitely a family favorite. All right, so our timer is up and the valve has released all the pressure. I always give it a shake. Woo. Hold on. My lid doesn't want to stay on there for some reason. It's all right. So that is what we are left with. You know how much liquid I put in there to start it, and now it's like all the way up. So the bone is, well, I probably could pull it off there if it wasn't so blasted hot. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this out of here and let it cool off to where I can shred it, and then we'll save some of this juice that it was cooked in to kind of keep the meat nice and juicy. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. All right, so we're not gonna have much trouble. Once this cools down enough, I'll be able to shred it no issue at all, because it's literally just pulling right off the bone. And that's how we like it. I love my pressure cooker for cooking a big Boston butt when I can't smoke it. So good. All right, y'all, so I got all of that pulled off the bone. There's still some bigger pieces that I need to go through and kind of cut up a little bit more. But that is the whole thing. It's in a huge bowl. That is what we're left with. That is the bone and all the fat. So anyways, dinner's ready. All right, y'all, so we have our hamburger buns, we have our pulled pork. I made a homemade barbecue sauce. Maybe one day I'll give out my recipe, but not right now. I've made this for several years, and I finally perfected it, so maybe I'll give it out one day. I have a coleslaw here. The tater salad is done, and so are these beans. So we're gonna go ahead and get our plates ready. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is brown sugar chili chicken. It's Tamara's recipe over at Southern Wife Everyday Life. So if you are interested in this recipe, I will have her recipe linked below as well as the video. And I am going to pull the tendon out of these tenderloins though. because nobody wants to bite into that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this chicken prepped, get the brown sugar and the chili powder mixed together. And once we do that, then we'll, you got to wrap the chicken in the bacon, and then you dip it in the brown sugar and chili mixture. I think we're going to have steamed broccoli on the side, and I don't know what else, but you all will see it here in just a little bit. Okay, so for the other side, I'm going to go ahead and make the sweet potato mash. I've never had these before. Hopefully they're decent. But I went ahead and put 2 cups of water. Well, there's the broccoli. It's almost done. But I got 2 cups of water and 2 teaspoons of butter in there. And then once that boils, I'll just add in both packages of this. Get that heated up. Like I said, I'm about to drain that broccoli. And the chicken is in here cooking, looking absolutely delicious. So when everything is done, I will bring you back and show you the finished plates. All right, so we have our sweet potatoes here. We have our broccoli that's done. And then we have this glorious chicken here. Can y'all see the spice on it? I am so excited to try this. Smells absolutely delicious. Hey friends, tonight's dinner is Big Mac salads, or you can have just regular copycat Big Macs, or you can have Big Mac wraps. I don't know which ones they're going to do, so I just kind of set those out. But we have hamburger dill chips that I'll dice up here in a minute. Also an onion that I'll have to dice up here in a minute. Blank crickets. Some lean ground beef. I'm gonna actually take some of this and brown up for, for the salads. The rest of it I'm gonna patty up into hamburgers for my boys, and possibly my husband too, because I don't know if he'll want a salad, so it might just be me eating salad. We'll see. But then I have some shredded lettuce back here, and of course you gotta have the cheese and aka secret sauce, which is Thousand Island. It's the closest thing I found. I know Great Value makes like a secret sauce. I haven't tried it. If you have, let me know below, and maybe I'll try it next time. But that's what we got this time. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and get these pattied up, and then get the beef browned, everything like that. And then I'll bring you back when we get to assemble the salads or burgers or whatever we're doing. It'll be the salads. That's what I'll show you, because that's what I'm having. Hey friends, dinner tonight is this, it says it's a slow roasted golden rotisserie flavored. It's just a pork tenderloin, so I'm just going to slice those up into like medallions like they have right there. I'm going to make some instant mashed potatoes and some of our favorite green beans, and that's going to be dinner for Friday night, y'all. Okay, so I have the green beans. I don't put anything else in them. I just dump them straight from the can. In my opinion, they have enough seasoning, so they are in the pot. I have got my water and my butter heating up back here for the instant mashed potatoes, and I have sliced up that pork tenderloin, and I'm just going to go ahead and fry those up and get that ready. So like I said, it's going to be quick and easy tonight because Mama is tired. It's Friday. It's been a long week, even though it was a short week because we had Monday off. but those weeks seem to be longer. So that is what I'm gonna do. It's already seasoned, so I'm just gonna fry that up in a pan. These were already seasoned, and you just make the potatoes just like you would do according to the back of the package right there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy dinner. Okay, so I changed my mind. I did put some of the, let's see, the Badia black garlic. So that is on the pork chops. That's the only thing I'm gonna put on these little medallions here. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and fry those on up. I'm getting ready to put the potatoes in there, and the green beans are already heated up. So we're almost ready to eat as soon as we get these fried up. Alright y'all, that is it for this week's What's for Dinner. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and think about hitting that subscribe button and becoming part of my YouTube family. Until next time, my sweet friends, God bless. Bye.